back to Frankie's Forest. In today's video, it's a special one that we've never done before on the channel, and that is trying to convert a sick and partially dying orchid to water culture. So water culture is basically growing orchids or a plant in a container filled with water, not any kind of media, not moss or bark or leca or anything like that. It would just be strictly with water. Now, especially for orchids, it's not good to fill the cup up all the way with water because that can actually damage the crown. So the orchid I'm using today is a dendrobium orchid, I'm pretty sure. I didn't buy this myself. I actually got it from a friend who was going to throw it out. Well, who had a friend who was going to throw it out. And as you can see, let me take it out of its pot. It has like 3 roots that are barely, that just made the mark to be actually called roots. Otherwise, they would just be nothing. So one very important step of water culture is actually to prepare orchids' roots for water culture. So to do that, let me just first take off this stake that I was using for it. And then as you can see, on the orchid roots, there's a whole bunch of moss and substrate that hasn't been cleaned off. So what we're gonna do with that is take my distilled water that I have, and just the pot that I'm using, since I'm not gonna be using this moss anymore, I just take the roots and kind of just carefully pour the water right on top just to get any excess moss off. And that's all that's needed. So now the roots are prepped for water culture. They're nice and clean. And so the first step we're gonna do is see how the roots actually fit in the cup. So this was the smallest cup I had that was somewhat see-through. So the reason I chose this one is, so as you can see, you can still see the stem through the water, through the cup, but not too much. Now that's good because a slightly faded cup that you can still see through is good because the roots can still get sunlight, and so can the stem that's underneath the water, but it won't increase the growth of algae. So algae loves sun, and so if this cup doesn't allow a lot of sun to get in, it's decreasing the chances of algae growing in here. So first, let's just try to get some water in here. So now we're only filling it up a small amount, not that much at all. As you can see, it's only filled up to about here, and we don't want it to go to the top because it's only the roots that need the water. And somehow I'm gonna try to have to figure out how I can get this balanced this way it doesn't fall over. Maybe if I can try to do something like this. It's all a learning experience. I've never actually done this before, so not only a learning experience for me, but also when you guys try it. Okay, so that seems to somewhat work. I'm gonna try to see if this orchid can just be in water culture for a little while because I just wanted to get some growth on it. Speaking of growth, it does have a little growth coming out there. I don't know if that's a keiki or if it's a flower spike or something else. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to see. Alright guys, and finally, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to the channel and turn the notification on bell. This way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. If you like videos like this and you know other people who do, please remember to share my videos so these videos can help them out. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.